content that we're going to share tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about warming up um, contacts that you've made on well, just basically warming up your contacts, and which is such an important part of it because the warm up is getting to know the people that you're trying to attract into your business. We're going to start out, and I'm going through the scripts that have been developed by some of the leaders in our industry, especially by Jared Krebs and Team DSI. And so this comes through that system. And what we're trying to duplicate is the same kind of results that they're getting. This is a fast growing and strong organization that has some pretty amazing systems. And that's what we want to help you do is become more effective and learn how to do this faster, quicker, and better so that you can have the growth and the results that you're looking for. And just to start out, some of the things when we begin talking to people about our business and about what we do, what we want to do is we want to start building curiosity with them. So I go through a few of these landmines to avoid. And one of them is as we first get started and we start talking to people, before we make these invitations and stuff, avoid explaining USANA to people. Let them kind of see that there's something different about you, that there's something more to you that's a little bit deeper, and make them wonder, just let them get a little curiosity. Well, what are they doing different? And it's going to show up in how you communicate and how you talk to people and how you carry yourself and maybe how you look, as compared to some other people that are your age or whatever it is. There's something about being around USANA people that is different, and we want people to see and feel and get that same thing. So the other thing when we get into these scripts uh, is, well, one, avoid delaying the phone call. And what that means is when you pick someone that you're going to call to, get out of your head and just make the call. Don't sit and do as I sometimes have done, is sit and agonize over what am I going to say if they say this? What am I going to say if they say that? Make the phone call, follow the script, and work your way through it. Be quick, be in charge, be confident, and that's what's going to that's what's going to draw people to you. Avoid not making the script sound like yourself. So use words if there's something in the script that doesn't sound like something that you would say. If you don't say, "Hey, have an awesome day," if your thing is like, or the ending is "Hey, love you," if that's not your thing, excuse me, end it with like "Cheers" or "Hey, have a great day" or whatever it is. It's kind of up to you, but make it sound a lot like yourself. Avoid being hesitant. Remember that taking action gets results. Avoid delaying that follow-up call. Um, and again, the follow-up is really where the fortune is in that follow-up. So if you've made contact with someone, call them back. You're not bothering them, you're following up. You're actually doing them a favor by getting back to them and sharing with them what you have and what you have for them. So, and then lastly is just avoid being attached to the outcome. Okay, don't say, I really need this prospect. You don't really need any one person. We're trying to find the person that wants to join us and that is attracted to us and is willing to put in the time and the effort. Because if you're putting time and effort into people that don't put that effort back in, you're gonna, it's just going to be one of those places that drains a lot of energy from you. Trust the results. If someone's not drawn to you right off, just move on and say, it's not their time. It's not right now. But keep them in your funnel. Just keep them in the list and keep them on the thing. So, where are you? Here's some cool stuff on where's your leadership level. So we're going to go down to warming up prospects and what are the prospects that you do. Um, I think we talked a little bit about some of those initial contacts. So these are warm market contacts messages that we have. So, if you have someone that you haven't spoken to in a long time, if you're talking to them on text message or or Facebook Messenger or something like that. I've got friends on my Facebook page that are high school friends, and I've been out of high school since, well, like all of us, so I've been out of high school since I was 18, and 18 was a long, long time ago, like 45 years ago, coming up on 45 years ago. So yeah, we'll be attending or I think my class is having a 45th reunion this year. So you don't just call somebody up out of the blue that you haven't seen in 45 years. So you want to kind of reconnect and see where they're at. So these are some of the first scripts that you're going to use as you're contacting some of these people. It's like, hi, Mila, I'm working on something really cool. This is actually more of an invitation call. So this isn't even a warm up. These are invitations that you're going to use after you've done some of the warm up. So what are warm up called? What is the warm up? I'm going to have to get down here to a little bit. I thought there were some warm up scripts in here, and maybe we'll just have to work on it. I guess we're going to wing it a little bit, but basically the warm up. So what you're doing is you're making contact. Let's say you've made a brand new friend on Facebook, and you send out a text message, and you friend, so you've gone through the process of doing your. I'm going to just take a step back. One of the activities that's highly encouraged in the system is that you're adding new friends to your Facebook friends list daily, 5 to 10 daily. There are some of the groups in Jericho or Lena's group or something like. Some of those are adding 20 to 50 people a day. So it's about going through those. You're familiar on Facebook, there are always suggested friends. And so what you want to do is kind of look through those friends that pop up and start adding them as friends. So when you open up a page, there's a suggested friend. And maybe what we'll do is we'll switch over to that. Let's share something else here. We'll call it my Facebook page and just see what I got. And let's add a few friends, and then we'll go through and we'll warm up a couple of friends. It might be a much more effective way of doing this. So get to my Facebook page, and we'll make this presentation somewhat of my prospecting time, as well as an opportunity for you. If you are so inclined, feel free to join in and feel free to join in and open up your Facebook page, either on your phone or on your phone, or hopefully not on the screen that you're watching it on. But so, okay, here we're going to go to share my Facebook page. So here's the suggestion. Here's some of the people that you may know. So you're going to kind of scroll through them. And for some reason, do I know, a lot of these people, and I'm not sure where all these suggested friends come from. I guess they come from mutual friends. So we want to, push the limits of it, because Facebook does kind of limit, who and what and where you add people. They don't want you just going through and click, add friend, add friend, add friend. They are looking for something like, do you have mutual friends? So Ryan here is someone who went to school with my kids. Some of the friends on here are people who are on my list, who are people I worked with, went to church with, and friends of my kids. When I look at this list, so let's look at Ryan. We'll open up his page, and as you're adding these friends, what you want to do is let's open up his page, kind of look through his page. And when you're not friends, it doesn't always give you the opportunity to. I've noticed that there are some that don't give you the opportunity to like their pictures. So maybe like this, I'll do a like on that. And I think Greg is his father, who is a chiropractor back in the town that I raised my family in. Marriage is equality, killing my battery. So. So again, it's kind of go in and like some of the stuff that they do, comment on a few of their pictures, and then kind of move on. I guess we'll move on to adding a few more friends. So he lives in Des Moines, Iowa. I have some history there, lived in Iowa for 20 years. I found something kind of cool this weekend. I saw that there was a person on my on my list are my suggested friends who owned a resort that we used to go buy bait for fishing when I was a kid. And then I messaged her and I went through her page and I found out she's also a USANA associate. And she has common friends, I think, like my daughter or my sister-in-law and her family from the same old town. Um, so let's see. Um, let's go through a few of these. Who looks cool, you know? Well, let's check Ben Hamilton. Well, I don't, you know, I have no idea who he is. We'll look through his page. What's he got? You're looking for interests, and as you begin to add friends, um, the Nordic Nook is in Minneapolis. So just kind of like a few of his pages. You know, a relationship with Lindsay. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, whatever. Know if I deleted that or not. So just an opportunity to get out there and maybe find someone you have something in common with. And I was thinking about one of the other groups that I want to go into. And I was thinking about the other day is I'm going to go into one of the sports teams that I like to follow, and then look for people who make positive comments. It's interesting how many people are so negative um, about different things. So that's kind of another place I'm going to go. And I'm a big Minnesota Vikings fan, and there's so many Minnesota Vikings fans are so down on different parts of the team, or they're discouraged that they've never seen them win a Super Bowl. And it's like only one team does every year. And, you know, we just haven't had the right combination of coaching, commitment, and play that has done it. So we'll add this, we'll add Benjamin. We'll just go ahead and add him as a friend. So I'm going to add 5 tonight, which is one of the target goals um, that is recommended by Jared. It's like do 5 invites, do 5 or do 5 friend requests, 5 invitations, 5 warm-ups, and 5 follow-ups. So we're going to go through I guess, through the add friends. Where do they come from? And sometimes I don't go through their stuff. I just say, hey, um, I know Pat from my soccer days back in Knoxville, Iowa. I don't know Dave Hickle, but what the heck, we'll try him. So how many is that? 4? We'll add 1 more. So this is probably not the kind of prospect that the person that we're not looking for. You know, we want to see someone that has, a picture of them or their face or some of their something like that. Who Andrew is, Amanda Sharp, Christopher, Cindy. Help me out, Mila. You see anybody that looks like they're interesting? Who should I add? I'm going to scroll across.
Yeah, definitely want to look into someone like look good, just like you're dating, right? You want to looking for your dating partner.
I like this guy. He's wearing my favorite baseball team's jacket. So Randy Hendrickson. So Randy, what is he? He's with Ashley and all of that. Got some cool stuff going on here. So we open it up and look at pictures.
Yes, so definitely whichever you want to attract in your circle, and those are the people that you want to look. And sometimes your sixth instance will know right away when you see a person, the first profile pic.
I love the Minnesota Gophers. I like the Minnesota Twins. I'm seeing all kinds of cool stuff I like on this guy's page. So this is one of those things. It's like, okay, I'm gonna send a friend request and I'll send a message. I'm gonna send a message to this one. Where's add friend and message. we'll see how it goes. New friend. So, and I did have, I've had a few people that have responded. I've done a few invitations and a few follow-ups with some people that haven't joined, but they're still people now I'm continuing to follow up with. So now warm up. So warm up is going to your existing friends. So let's go to my friends list. What I got. But and that's what our topic tonight is, actually warming up. It's not inviting, right? It is actually
Right.
warming up. So let's just see who I that accepted a friend request here the other day.
Maybe you can pull out a chat that you have done previously. You have already warm up and ready to invite in your.
Yeah, well, I was going to start with new ones that I haven't warmed up. I thought the topic tonight was to warm people up that were new to your friends list. So let's go to my
Right.
friends, all of my friends. So I have,
Right. You could like
uh,
show one like new warm up and or already warm up, like maybe an
yeah,
example of each.
okay,
So
all right.
whoever watching this can get a little bit feeling how they warm up and what is warm up. Just like before you go
Okay.
to exercise, you want to warm up too, right?
Yeah, I'm finding how much more important that is. So here is, these are people I may know. Where's all my friends? There's all my friends. Okay, I was on that page. So I'm down some friends. I've had some people unfriend me apparently. So Elizabeth Stewart, I don't think I have messaged her before. We're gonna look through her page a little bit.
And that's okay, right? Like whoever
Yeah,
unfriends
it's
you
a
means
different. Yeah,
they're
yeah,
not in
that's okay.
that
Cleaned up my
circle.
list, and I was cleaning out a few too because they looked like, um, and I've become more discreet or discretionary about. Sometimes when I was getting friend requests, I would just, some of them just kind of approve them, and not all of them are who they say they are. And when you sort of sort through and see, through their, I find some people where their about list says, and their check-ins were in Lagos, Nigeria, um, and there's somebody that looks like Elizabeth, and their check-ins are something different, and some of their other pictures don't look anything like this. It's like, okay, so that's not a good person to add to your list. And it's not saying that it's because it's from Nigeria, but there's something wrong with what's congruent.
Hmm.
So this is apparently single woman from North Carolina, or lives in Raleigh, North Carolina. I don't know why she's a friend of mine. She's checked in at, so I got a feeling I do have I have a lot of people who are crypto traders that somehow or other I got into getting a lot of them. And I think that's probably what Zenit Capital Holdings is. But we'll see what, so we'll go to post. So when you're warming up people, one of the things you want to do is kind of go in and see what's on their page, things that you like. Like a few of their posts. Don't we're kind of, as Jared tells me, um, and as Mila said, we're sort of like dating, but maybe we're going a little bit further than that. We're sort of stalking them in the beginning to see uh, to see who they are, and there's somebody that looks like they'd be fun to work with, or that they have something common interest with you. It's like someone going on a road trip. It's Jeremy
And
Clay
it's
is
kind of
someone.
like
He's a
dating. Stalking is like a dating, right? Like you want to make sure this is
yeah,
the right fit.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you don't
yeah,
want to
yeah,
waste your time.
and not and not, yeah, and not in a creepy way. It's not, because there are creepy ways to stalk too, and that's really not what we're after. We're really after, do they look like they have something going on in their life that's positive, and something that that we feel like we can add to. Here's someone with a lot of friends, and I do know this Jeremy Clay is on my list. He's a real estate investor. Um, and I've talked to him and one other person in the past. This is a throwback picture. A Raleigh. I think my brother had a bike like that when we were back in high school. That's a picture from a few years back. Um, so we'll just, since she's a friend, we'll just say,
So when you are going through her profile, what are you doing currently? Like going through her profile,
I'm
finding
just,
her, right?
I'm looking to see, what some of her interests are. So it looks like her interests are, it appears to be friends, travel, a lot of pictures with other people, travel. I'm also seeing here, so look at her hashtags, or passive investing, passive income. So that's where, when I see this, Zenit Capital Holdings, I'm
Hmm.
sort of, um, I'm sort of assuming or guessing. For some reason, I seem to have gotten on the list of a lot of crypto traders, but I guess that's okay. Um, they're looking to make money, um, and that's what we're looking to do. We're not only looking to make money; we're looking to share a purpose, that's greater than what we are. You know, so there's a kind of a cool picture. Let's blow it up a little
Hmm.
bit. And really, I guess the other thing you're looking for is things that you might have in common with people, so that
Hmm.
when you message them, I don't know if I'm going to message. I may not message her right now. I'll message her. What the hell? Well, we'll just message her. Oh, message, message. Hi.
And another thing, David, like rather than working hard, working smart, have you tried to use uh, the shortcut for your
Oh, this
if you
keyboard short.
yes,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
have a
I have the keyboard shortcuts, but I think on this stage, when you're just trying to get to know somebody,
mm,
I guess I like to personal. Well, I do have a shortcut that I do have in there. I have to look it up. But I'm just gonna say I love your throwback picture. I used to have a bike like that.
mhm. Yeah, that's a great warm up message. Like you find, so what I'm gonna mention when you're looking through her picture is finding commonality, right? Finding
Yeah,
similarity,
yeah, yeah. You're looking for that you have
and
something that you have in common.
right. So at which
Here
here
we
you
go.
find it, which you found the bike, and then which you can send her a message about the classic bike.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna put it biking.
Hmm.
So
Okay,
just
and
to begin.
let's look at this message a little bit. Like this
Okay.
message,
Okay.
you done a great job. You have a great intro.
Hmm.
You first like say hi, and then you like something, so you value something they have in their contents very much, so they feel like
Hmm.
they're being valued. And at the end, you have a good ending, which is you ask them a question. Most people just saying something and then that's it, end with a period.
Yeah, yeah, and I know that um, in one of their meetings, one of the things he talked about is we don't want to be just throwing out the hey girl, or whatever, the something similar, or hey, I'm looking for 5 people to join my team. Just something so spammy and scammy that it's a not very personal message. It's something that it doesn't look like you have any interest at all in the person. You're just sending out a message, say, hey, look at me, join my team. And that's what we're doing here is we
Hmm. Yeah,
wrote a Schwinn. So,
so
that,
David, do you have like one example showing that you have at least have a few warm up interaction, are ready for invites in your circle, that
like,
like
oh,
warm up ready already?
So like Cheryl is someone I met. Been go back to.
Okay.
So I said
Oh, so,
hi, Kristen. So this I must have sent to a group, but and she joined my Mile a
that
Day
one's
club.
so that one's she sent you a message first. That's even better.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I don't. So she joined. Yeah, she sent me a message. She joined my Mile a Day run. I have
mm-hmm.
not been active in. I haven't ran in a month. So and I was thinking about to it because
Okay,
I
let's.
so oh, to join. Oh, I this was me sending. I don't even
No,
know how to put
that's
on here.
no, that's from Sherry. She sent you a message. The blue one's you.
Yeah, okay. I'd like to join the run group. Okay, so I have to join the run group. I just absolutely. And later, she said she got plantar fasciitis, and she's trying to get it healed. I hope to be treadmill soon. Well, supposed to be painful. So that I did this really great job. Hi, Cheryl. How you doing? We're just following up. I had seen her at the gym. Okay, Kate has COVID. Blah blah blah. I hope she gets well. Oh, she said she. So that's how I connect to she. So I was paying some attention to what I was reading, and then I just like to with the times. She bought some. I actually did some research after last school, but so I didn't do it for a while. But, this was one of the script messages there of when I could keep launching a
Yeah, and this is
dollar
what we're
brand.
gonna learn next time, right? For inviting.
Yeah, get into but so it's just staying in contact, connect with them, and Jared and I followed the formula, the rest precisely in this case. So at Jared and I'm going to say I probably done really great examples of following Jared's formula very precisely because so it's like have a conversation, ask a couple questions. Here's the formula that Jared sort of has is you ask one, two, maybe questions. You're going to have a conversation for 1 or 2 days. And the second day, you're saying, hey, it's been chatting, having, if you finish up on Friday, have an awesome weekend. And you just leave it at talking, have an awesome weekend. And I know I have a couple of them out there, but I'll have to go back and find them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't contact them again for for 2 days. You go silent. You just go completely silent.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just say that I sometimes, and then just later you go back, and then you're going offer an invite. So I when to invite, and we'll see. It's like another. They had us do the three finger post is who's engaged with your post. So let's go into Messenger. Yeah.
David, your
Oh,
voice has been cutting off sometimes.
has it? Okay. Is it? I don't know if it's my. I just have I'm talking through my earbud. So Lisa, th- th- and this is one that I had actually done that with. Now, one of my best friends from high school, her brother passed away. So this is his sister. So I sent her, hey, Lisa, so sorry about losing Tim. I couldn't get back for the service. Wasn't able to make it down and see him, but I was able to make it down, see him a couple of times this past year. I hope you and your family are well and safe. She
Mm-hmm.
got back to me. Um, you know, had my daughter and this, and this. She gave me a lot of different information in there, and I just sort of, hey, let blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
and then I left some. See, I think I left too much time. When was this conversation? The big 14th,
So David, are
and
you showing a
was
chat? Because I don't see a chat. I only see a
oh
Alan
oh
News.
I'm not sharing it. Oh, okay, yeah, it's not on the share. Okay, so I have to reshare.
啥了？3月份我看真的每个月进来的
Okay,
Okay,
yeah, you're
we
right.
have
I wasn't showing it. I opened, but so my
That's okay. Yeah, so maybe you can do one more example and we will close out.
okay, all
And
right, yeah, we could do that.
like
You see, are
one
you
word.
my Facebook page? You're saying my Facebook page now?
I know I see your mouse pointing at David Rushton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
And do you want to show us the three finger pose you have? Maybe that would be a great one too for
we can
people how to.
go to just three Facebook.
Look at that.
So, and here's what we do. When you think of me, what things come to mind? Nope. Said this. They said that.
Yes, every time when I see that picture, I want to laugh.
Sure, but I
And
kind of cool.
let's show the chat a little bit for this new three finger pose you have.
Okay.
Wow, you get many interactions. Yeah, so that's what we want. We want to
This is what.
building.
So here's. Yeah, this is one of my cousins. So
Mhm.
this is somebody who's been on. I'm some lady. The Philippines. I think a few times, and she's went off. But uh, working on I've invited them times and uh, not in them a few times, and see that last word, busy. Call me busy. I think I've given the impression I might be too busy for them. Well, this is a person I used to work with years ago. I I've made some invitations with him, more product invitations, just knowing what he was going through, some different. So he's kind of follow up. People,
Mhm.
he respond some what. Paul is a really cool kid. I've known him since elementary school. I think we were in fourth grade or something like that. And he was just always a little short guy. That's really Laura is in some kind of marketing group, and I don't. She's a high school classmate, and I have some other nutrition company. This lady,
Okay, so David, pick one person from this one that you have interaction for warm up, and then we will finish with our class today.
Emilio. So Emilio, I don't know him at all. I've invited John 2 or 3 times, and I've even presented to Mark, so he's on my.
So which one you have done a great warm up that you think you would like to show?
A great one. Anyway, no, but I he see this you're doing it, and I hit my 900 list. So that's when I talked. But my time to just want. Oh, this is really interesting. So I'm at an age where a high school
Mm-hmm.
and you're here.
So Dave, with your last texting, I want to criticize a little bit.
Okay.
What's the issue? What's the issue here with this message?
Oh, um, tell me, tell me. I know I welcome criticism. I can unsend. I
That's
can
okay. You
even
don't have to
edit.
unsend. When you unsend, you make people feel like,
Uh, okay. So
yes,
what can I add? What can I add to it?
uh-huh, yes. So you want to add something. So
Uh, so isn't more.
you don't have to look her profile. You just think one question. How about
Okay.
look through her feed? Look through her feed real quick, like her post.
Posts.
Yeah, yeah, her post, and just look the last post she have.
Last post was
Look,
something there.
uh, question. We want to look in something related to her life, like not just her post.
Yeah. Uh,
Crazy lady.
Follow to uh, my birthday. I missed.
So if you couldn't look in something to add in the question, let's go back to the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go back to the chat real quick.
I'm the coach. The coach is
Okay,
the
so
big coach.
you were last time talk about the snow, right? You could ask her. So the issue with this question, this message
But
you just sent, you could add something more
oh
to build more
yeah.
interaction. So you could
Okay. So
talk something about where she living. Do they have a snow, or how does snow impacts her life? Like, you want to always ending with a question. That's the part I'm criticizing for. Because when you end with a period, and that's it for the conversation, no more
that's right.
in yeah, and they say yeah, and then that's it. Then your conversation is end. So you always end with a question, not a period.
Listen. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. And then she will answer you and tell you more about her life. And once you feel like you have enough warm up and you want to wish her a great day, and later on you
And
will
then
send her invite message.
yeah. So yeah. Okay. So maybe we'll invite. Maybe we'll get a chance next week. We'll see.
Yes, definitely.
Just-
Okay, thank you, David, for
So
today sharing how to warm up people. So I'm
well,
sure people watching this later on the recording should see some benefits of this what David have shown us. Basically, you just
And
have to take actions, just like treating each your prospecting like your family, like your mom or your dating partner, whoever you think of. Like, just be curious about their life and building that interaction. Yeah, you don't want to be a spamming salesperson, and people will be unfriend you. So that's what not what we want to show people and teach people. So we want to help people, teach them how to impact on their life, and we have a answer which can change in their life. So thank you, David,
okay.
again.
Thank you,
And
Mila. I'll sign out, and I think you have your Mandarin class going on here soon, right?
yes.